everyone, myself Thaskina. I have completed my MBBS from Government Medical College, Kozhikode, and thankfully I have got an All India rank of 759 in NEET PG 2023. And I am here to just express my sincere gratitude to the big platform that helped me to achieve this dream rank for me. The DAMS eMedicoz. Actually, I don't know how to thank DAMS because DAMS really played a big role in making this dream successful, making this dream true. What I will say is that I have started my journey with DAMS from my third year. I joined for the foundation course from third year, and that I felt really useful. Actually, I stepped into the journey through that foundation course. And what I have to say is that what I felt very different about DAMS is actually DAMS made the learning so interesting. What I felt during my foundation class is that I actually to help to make the concepts just crystal clear, DAMS is a good platform. When we are actually learning MBBS, we are actually seeing the cases, we are seeing everything, we are reading books, we are preparing for exams, we are doing everything. But what happens is that somewhere the concepts will be missing. And so actually I advise to the students that if you have your concept strong, if you have your basics strong, that will help you not only for the entrance exams but also for your professional life as well, for the life of being a doctor. You can add up to the knowledge of that. So the foundation course was really helpful for me, and all the DAMS faculties actually made the learning so interesting. I would actually like to greatly thank Dr. Sumesh sir. Not only besides learning, his motivation classes were so useful. And what I would say is that apart from knowledge, what it really matters, what it equally matters is also your mental state or the mental confidence of how you can proceed about it. So in helping that, in keeping that mindset, to maintain that mindset also, the DAMS faculties were always with us, and I would especially like to thank Dr. Sumesh sir for his motivation classes as well. Then right from my foundation, I did the 2 years course, and during the COVID times when the DAMS made it to the online, when they made the classes available through our phone, through app, it was really useful. And after my final year, during my internship, unfortunately I didn't got much time to prepare, and then I started after my internship. By September, I started my preparation, and then also this notes that I made during my foundation course was really the gold standard for me. And what I would actually love to say is that whatever sources you are preparing for, your handwritten notes is actually the gold standard for your preparation. And so that was this DAMS notes are always the gold standard, and the number of times that you revise the notes is very much important. You should have the concept strong within you, and these notes, and probably I would say nobody would be able to remember the notes completely, no, probably not, but we would be able to increase the percentage that we remember the notes by increasing the number of revisions that we have with these notes. So I would rather suggest that you have to complete the classes, you have to complete viewing the video lectures as soon as possible. As soon as possible in the sense you should have the concepts clear with you, and then just 3 months before you just have to complete the entire video lectures, and then the next 3 months, the last 3 months of the exam would be completely for revision. And for revision, I would likely to give a big thanks to DAMS DVT. Actually, DAMS DVT helped me a lot. As its the name suggests, the DAMS visual treat. It's really a visual treat. When we have all the notes with us, we would be, that last 3 months, we would be in a state where what to read, because we have a lot of huge notes. And during the competitive exams, what it really matters is the strategy rather than knowledge. Everything is important, but what is more important is the strategy, that how we plan our study, especially in the last few months. So this last few months, the DVT was really helpful for me. What I actually meant by DVT is actually a crisp, concise revision. And by this crisp, concise revision, DAMS actually covered all the faculties, all the subjects. They actually covered basically all the previous year topics, all the favorite topics of the examiners. And the basic rule for going to write to any exam is, first we have to understand the mindset of the examiner. And the mindset of the examiner can be understood from the previous year questions, from the previous year topics. Probably questions may not be repeated, but always the topics will be repeated, because they will be the favorite topics of those examiners. And the DVT helped in that sense, and the images, the flow charts, the mind map diagrams, everything were really helpful. And so my last 3 months, the core thing was the DVT, and then for the last month, DAMS came up with another thing, that is PYQ ka baap. It was also really helpful because the final preparation stage, we would usually have a fear of missing out, feeling of FOMO, as Sumir sir says, it's fear of missing out. So that fear of missing out can be overcome by this PYQ ka baap as well as DVT. So that is the thing. So I would rather suggest the 3 core things of DAMS, that is the DAMS class notes, DAMS DVT, as well as the previous year sessions that we are doing. And then the most important thing that I felt is about giving GTs, grand test. When I would rather suggest that at the first time when you start preparation itself, you start doing GT. There is no perfect time to write a GT. At any point of time, you will never be completely prepared. Even the day before the exam also, you won't be completely prepared. Learning is, as Sumir sir always say, learning is a never-ending process. It never ends, and we should rather enjoy learning. That is the thing behind it. That is what the most positive side of Sumir sir. Sumir sir always says, like, enjoy the learning process so that we don't feel fed up. So what I actually say is that, so giving GTs, you need not be prepared. You give GTs during the initial phase of preparation. You can give GTs once every 2 weeks, and then you increase the frequencies, like once every week you have to give GT, and during the final phase you can give GTs more frequently, like once in 5 days or something like that. And the most important thing during giving a GT is all about our mindset, because your scores and ranks in GT will be so much varied. Because the first GT you may have scored some marks, and the second GT the marks will be less. Then you may be thinking, like, this 2 weeks I have studied and my marks are low. That is not the thing. Your marks in GTs will be maybe like you will be getting consistently good marks, or your marks will be varying. Like for me personally, I would say that my marks were so much varying that I had a good rank sometimes my rank will be very low, and it's quite human that we will get depressed during that time whenever rank is low. But as a person who has gone through this, I would rather say that should not affect you. What it affects you is you have to point out your weakness during giving this GT. That is the most important thing. It's not the rank that matters. What matters is you have to identify your weakness and then work upon that. That is the best thing regarding the GT. And attempt as much questions as possible. I would rather say daily questions. You should never complete. It's not a must that you have to complete reading before doing questions. It's not there. Daily, as a part of your routine, you do questions, almost 100 or 150 questions per day. That right from the start of your preparation, and then increase the number of questions that you are doing per day till last. So that is the main thing. Reading as well as doing questions should be always in a balance. We have to continue with this both in a balance and never give importance to anything, because I would rather say in the initial phase reading would be more important, but towards the last, rather than reading, the doing questions will also be more important. What you have to do is always keep a balance between this reading as well as doing questions. Attempt maximum questions, give all the tests that you can give, and never be depressed about your rank in your model test or anything, because what matters is that final 3 hours of your performances that matters. So the mindset is equally important, and the DAMS actually assures you a very good content, a very good class notes, test series and everything. So It's all about you. It's your confidence. It's how you think. It's how you work that results in what's your final rank. So I wish you all the best, and I would again give a big thanks to the whole DAMS family, and thank you so much, and wish you all the best.